So I just figured I'd jump in here and talk a little bit as I cut through these veggies in these clips. So a lot of my cooking isn't necessarily recipes and buying food for recipes, but instead it's just meal prep, getting the ingredients ready, and then making the recipe around it. And I know that sounds a little weird. But in the acorn squash video that I did, I showed you that I find one recipe that I want to try, and then I kind of take the ingredients from that recipe and then customize it to make different recipes throughout the week so that my food doesn't feel repetitive over and over again. So for example, this week I had a maple vinaigrette dressing, and then there was a new walnut red pepper cranberry dip that I wanted to try from Trader Joe's. So with those two things in mind, I kind of thought that I could make harvest bowls, and I just got vegetables that I thought would kind of accent or complement those two flavors, and I got those, chopped them up on Sunday night, and then got them ready for the week. So what you see here is kind of my meal prep. I'm just showing you chopping the vegetables because you know how to roast vegetables. Just stick them in the oven at 350 for a long time until they're ready. But then I just throw everything into Tupperware containers and then have it in the fridge so that I can just heat it up when I need it. So later in this video, you're actually going to see me take these ingredients and then make them into the meal that I planned out at the beginning of the week. And then maybe later I'll share the additional recipes that I make from this, or I honestly might just make the same bowl over and over because it was so good. And what you're going to see now is I've never chopped a beet before or roasted a beet. I've always gotten canned or the ones that they have at Trader Joe's, but this was on sale, so I tried it for the first time and it gave me a little bit of trouble, but all in all it was actually fairly easy. This was my first time roasting a beet on my own, and it was actually pretty easy. I might do it a little or cook it a little bit longer next time just to get it a little bit softer, but overall it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. They just are like a dense little root vegetable, so it takes a good 45 to 60 minutes, and I would say erring on the long side of that 60 minutes, where you can kind of get away with less with sweet potato and potato, but the beet you definitely need to cook all the way through. Then we also have this sweet potato and carrots in here, and I'm just gonna roast them all on the same tray just to get them heated up to throw on top of the salad. And this is the new red pepper cranberry walnut dip, and this is actually super good. I love the sweetness of the cranberry, the spiciness of the red pepper, and it does pack a good punch with that red pepper. But especially with the sweet potatoes, I think it's really going to mellow out that red pepper. And then I'm also going to throw this maple vinaigrette dressing on. I really like this. I was very impressed by this. I'm kind of sad because I do think it is seasonal with the cranberry in there, but it's super flavorful, almost like kind of similar to a tomato paste, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to put this on top of the, I got the cruciferous salad mix that I really like that has shaved Brussels sprouts, kale, and maybe cabbage, but those are kind of very fall-like greens that I'm going to put as a base of this salad. So this is a recipe that I make fairly frequently throughout the fall, and it's a great budget-friendly meal that's quick, easy, and good on the go. As you guys know, I like to keep things on hand and have recipes ready to go whenever I need them, and tomatoes and beans are something I always have on hand. So Sunday night when I needed meals for the week, I just went to the pantry, grabbed my cans, and started cooking this up. I caramelized the onions for probably about 2 minutes, not too long, in the pan or the pot, and then added in the beans. Tonight I used red beans, black beans, and garbanzo beans, and I put everything on low heat and kind of just let it cook as I add the items. Then I just threw in the frozen corn because I knew that would take longer for that to heat up. Added in my tomatoes. I used crushed tomatoes and diced tomatoes in this. And then here I added some canned pumpkin. I saw it, I thought I could try it. I've seen recipes that use refried beans to kind of thicken it and make it more of a hearty chili. So I thought I'd give that a try, and I actually really like the flavor that it adds. That with the red onion is just kind of the sweet balance to the spicy chili, and it was really good. And then just finishing it out with some vegetable stock, and then I added some frozen spinach for a little bit more of the nutritional value. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this fun little take on a seasonal chili and some of the meal prep. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to tell me what you would like to see me do next.